in the corner to my left, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio. With an official weight of 199 pounds, he is the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, the whole shebang, Johnny Wrestling, the King of Cleveland, Johnny and his opponent to my right, fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, with an official weight of 150 pounds, this is Amazing Red!
And the bell brings us underway. The Amazing Red, Johnny Gargano, LFC. Quite a combination here. You've got Johnny Gargano, a guy obviously we here in AIW have been watching over the last 10 years grow from a teenage kid in the ring to one of the most coveted superstars in professional wrestling today. You've got a guy, Amazing Red. I remember being a fan and attending shows locally with John Thorne when there was a young upstart by the name of the Amazing Red who was revolutionizing independent wrestling, was absolutely turning the professional wrestling world on its head with some of the things he was able to do through the air. And of course, the dream match that we saw locally at the time was him against another young high flyer by the name of M-Dog 20, who we'll see very soon in Matt Cross.
And you mentioned Johnny Gargano, wrestling some 10 years here in the Cleveland area and now all over the world. The Amazing Red has been wrestling over 16 years. He himself a world traveler, a linchpin of those early days of TNA, those Wednesday pay-per-views. You know, he was just as crucial to those as anyone else. And you mentioned about the dream match back then of the Amazing Red versus M-Dog 20. And now we're getting a match that I never thought I would ever see in my lifetime, and leave it to the aforementioned John Thorne and Chandler Biggins to put together a match of this caliber. Again, a match you can only see here in AIW.
Well, indeed, and you see a feeling out process. Johnny Gargano in a little bit of an interesting situation. We saw him back at J-Lead Weekend. In there with Samoa Joe, we saw what it was like with a larger superstar where he tried to use his technical advantage, tried to use his speed advantage, a speed advantage that is non-existent in this match. We saw him try to quicken the pace a little bit, and that actually backfired. Red was actually able to match that pace and hit the standing switch even faster. So for once, I think we're going to see Johnny Gargano have to try to slow the pace down, a more methodical Johnny Gargano.
Oh, certainly. Again, you know, even some 16 years on, if any competitor is going to try to match speed or aerial expertise with the Amazing Red, you're probably going to come up on the short end of the stick. Johnny Gargano, one of those hybrid wrestlers, he really can do it all in the ring. And you mentioned, Matt, he is going to need to slow the pace down, bring this to the canvas if he's going to want any opportunity for a victory here over the Amazing Red.
Well, and Red eats that shoulder block from Gargano. And Gargano between the legs, Red with the nip up. The pass from Red. Arm drag right back by Gargano. Gargano finds his leg swept out on one. Gargano with the leg sweep. Vertical press. Red bridges out, but Gargano rolls them through looking for that head kick. Misses. Red attempting the roll up, finds it countered. 1 count, gets his own for a 1 count.
And folks, I've been a wrestling fan for a very long time, and that was awesome.
I will ask for a little forgiveness if you can find a way to slightly pause the video. so my audio has a chance to catch up to what was going on.
No, Smart Mark does a good job with that sort of thing. The audio syncs up on their releases.
And Red has both knee pads up now, ready to go, which is a scary, scary thought if that was warming up. That was a feeling out process that we just witnessed.
And again, back to that feeling out process here. Neither man wants to make a mistake in the early goings of this.
Well, two veterans, you talked about world traveled, and I mean, along with that world traveled comes the caliber of opponents that both of these men have been in there with. Some of the best in professional wrestling.
And folks, hopefully Smart Mark Video, Gary at ringside could get a shot, and I can see it perfectly from here. Especially now, look at this bridge as he's bringing Red over. Look at Red's calves.
The definition
Oh
of muscles. The tendons in the calves, the muscles in the calves.
Shades of a young Kevin James with those calves. He is unbelievably muscular, is the amazing Red.
Well, and he's a guy, you have to figure that might be part of the knee problems he had. As I said, he kind of revolutionized so much in independent wrestling, and along with that high-flying style, frequently comes knee problems, frequently comes issues with your legs, because that impact, the way they land on their feet, the way they jump, everything they put onto those knees, all that trauma from that sudden explosion takes a toll over 16 years. But right now, like you said, you can't tell. 16 years in, Red is still faster than him. The people in the locker room, easy. The suicide dive, and he ends up 2 rows deep.
Lightning fast was the amazing Red, wiping out Johnny Gargano in the first 2 rows.
The AIW front row hooligans over there got a really close view of the AIW debut of Red.
And folks, you pay for a VIP ticket, you get your money's worth here at AIW.
You got a meet and greet with Terry Funk, and you got a really close meet and greet with Red.
Gargano back in the ring, Red off on the top rope. Look at the height of that missile drop kick, nip up right to his feet.
There was no wasted motion between the two. He landed on his back off the drop kick, nipped up, went right to the cover, but was only able to get a 2 count.
And I think from that dive you saw there, Red trying to shake a little bit of it out. Gargano up to his feet as well. Working from a defensive position is Gargano at this point. You know, we've seen, we've talked so much here about Red and what he could do in the air, how quick he is, but you also have to remember, there was a time when he came into professional wrestling back in 1999, he was in there with some of the hardest and heaviest hitters of the day. People like Quiet Storm, people like Low Key, and Johnny Gargano, maybe giving Red some flashbacks of those chops to some of those heavy hitters from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, indeed, Red coming up was one of the most synonymous names with that East Coast scene in that time. And right there, that kick landing square to the temple. Red dazed, but gets his wits back just in case. And then the gotcha spear. That slingshot spear we've seen time and again from Gargano. And I'll tell you what, if you want to slow the pace, if you want to take a high flyer down, if you're not going for his legs, going for his lungs is not a bad strategy. Knock the wind out of a guy, he's not going to be able to move that fast. I don't care who you are.
Gargano opted not to go for the cover after that, instead looking maybe to dish out a little bit more punishment to Red to answer for everything that Red did to him. Kicked right to the side of the face.
I say that normally would be to the back of the head. Red was looking to see if he could locate Gargano and ate even more of that drop kick in doing so. Gargano pulling Red to his feet.
Again, not opting to go for the cover yet again.
Looking for the vertical suplex. Red, though, up and over, lands on his feet. Standing switch by Gargano. Go behind, roll through. But Red drops him down. No, it's Gargano dropping into the submission. And he said he's going to need to keep Red grounded. And right now just cranking back so many different points of pressure in this submission leg.
Gargano has him in a perfect position, as you mentioned, Matt, in the center of the ring. He's got his arms tied up. He's got his legs tied up. It's going to be difficult. Oh, and I was going to say, just as I'm saying it, Red was able to slip out, immediately gets to the bottom rope, and Gargano immediately breaks the hold, not even letting referee Jake Clemens a 1 count to break that hold. Again, you're no beef between these two guys. This is strictly the spirit of competition. No reason to break or bend the rules, of course. You know, you hate to see that happen in a matchup like this, but, you know, these things do happen. Tempers flare, as it were.
Well, you do have two guys, as we said, two of the best in the world, and Red was sent head over heels into the guardrail. He almost ended up in the front row again. It's his back and shoulder blades taking the full brunt of impact of that metal barricade at ringside.
Gargano has him on the outside. Jake Clemens putting the count. Gargano breaks said count.
Say Gargano quick to roll in and break it. Gargano charging in, knife edge chop. Gargano has Red in a bad spot.
Now bringing him back to the ring. Hopefully Gargano going for a pin.
Indeed, dropping all of his body weight across the shoulders, across the chest, hook of a leg. But Gargano only able to get 2 out of it, but Red is definitely feeling the effects of the attack that Gargano has put on him.
Red now in that defensive position, trying to get himself back up to his feet. Gargano, every opportunity brings Red closer to the center of the ring. You do not want Red to be near those ropes, near the turnbuckle, able to break a hold or able to get up there and fly on Gargano, which he can do lightning quick. Now both men trading these shots in the center of the ring. Red with the chops, Gargano with the forearm smashes.
Gargano with that southpaw style, I've said it time and again. Just that in and of itself can be disorienting for many competitors, but not an experienced veteran like Red. Eats the savant kick, ducks the attempted shot, but a second savant kick. And now it's Red. You want to throw kicks. Red is definitely one that can do it, but Gargano using the ropes to bounce back. The lariat just sends Red reeling through the air.
Both men dishing out the leather there, keep firing back and bouncing back till neither man could give any more. And neither man has an advantage at this point in the contest.
Well, and you see Gargano reaching for the ear, and you see the effect, those shots, that kick landing to the ear, a very, very underrated tactic in professional wrestling. You hit a guy in the ear, you send that ear, your entire balance is based in your inner ear. If you can reel, if you can do even a little bit of damage, it is so hard for a guy to get his balance back. And when you've already got a speed advantage like Red, but right now Gargano has him pinned in the corner, putting him up top, looks to be setting up for that lawn dart, but Red has it scouted Red out the back door. But that doesn't matter when that European uppercut hits. Lariat attempt, Red underneath, dropping down, he's up, and a run-on. That's exactly what you were saying, Leonard. Let him get momentum, let him get to those ropes, and he's gonna make you pay.
Step up off the leg, off the stomach, into the face. Double rotation on the DDT. There's a cover. Oh man, I thought that was all.
And this crowd is split, and these two have given them good reason to be split.
Red having a tremendous showing here against one of the best, not just in AIW, but in all of wrestling.
Red looking for that boot. He's caught, but he's up onto the shoulders.
And you see Red was trying to get his position there, using the ropes for a little bit of an assistance, as is Gargano.
And now, wait a second, he was up. He was looking for the code red. It's countered out. Gargano escaped. And Red rolling gets the foot to the ropes.
Veteran maneuver there, showing great ring awareness, great ring positioning is the Amazing Red. And now you're starting to see that frustration set in a little bit on Johnny Gargano.
And indeed, you talked about the level of competition Gargano's seen. And Red is definitely of that caliber, but that fighting spirit, that heart that he has. Gargano normally...
Oh no, what does Gargano have in mind here?
Normally known as all heart, and you were saying no shortcuts taken. Gargano may be at that point looking to finish off Red.
I hate to see a match like this come to this.
Gargano has that rear waistlock, Red clutching the ropes, fighting it off. And now Gargano has him up, fireman's carry position, but Red dumping off the shoulders into the ring. And there's that slingshot DDT, just depositing Red. All of his weight sitting back, hook in the leg, and it still only gets 2.
Does not get any closer than that. And Gargano has got to be thinking, what can I do to put this man away? The Amazing Red just keeps coming and coming and coming, and he is not going to stop.
And Gargano is pulling out everything he's got. Red in the corner. And you can hear it just being lifted. Just Gargano putting him on his shoulder, lifting him to the top rope. Already has the impact. That left hand square to the jaw. Gargano trying to shake out. He may have done some damage to his own hand. Gave Red a chance to recover those forearm shots. A European uppercut.
And you saw the pain etched on Red's face. Looking to these fans for moral support, emotional support. Trying to steady himself.
Looked for a senton. Rolling to his knees, but he eats a Gargano savate kick. Catches Gargano with the boot coming in. Rolling up, he's caught. Buckle bomb by Gargano. Sends him over the top onto the ring announcer's table on the outside.
For Red's sake, he was lucky that table was there. If it was not, he would have fully went to the floor.
Gargano lawn dart across the ring into the turnbuckle. Now picking him up, fireman's carry position, but he's countering out. Wait a second, Code Red! Code
He's
Red!
got him in the center of the ring!
No! No, Gargano gets out at the last possible second! And it looks like Red feeling the effects of bouncing over that top rope like that. You saw, I mean, that left arm is just hanging limp, Leonard.
Yeah, again, I don't know how much Red can go any longer. He is going to have to uncork something big and do it soon if he wants to walk out of his AIW debut a victor. Oh, I think I know what he's going for here, Matt. I think he's going for a frog splash, perhaps. Gargano, though, I was thinking he might have been too close. But Gargano playing possum.
Gargano up, sweeps the legs out. Red caught groin first. And Red grabbing that top rope, trying to fight the superplex attempt.
It's over now, baby!
And now, wait a second, we saw him hit a Code Red once. We saw him hit it.
Went for the Code Red off the second. Gargano rolls through. Red rolls through. Kicks the leg.
And wait a second, stepping in, Gargano escaped. Gargano escaped yet again, and it's that left arm that we saw him favoring already that's being cranked back.
Yeah, your arm's not supposed to bend that far back.
We already saw him favoring it, Leonard. And Gargano gets it. Amazing. Red taps out for the Gargano escape.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first to my right, fighting out of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride in Disneyland, USA, this is Candice LeRae. And her opponent, to my left, fighting out of Walt Disney World, she is the War Queen, Mia Yim.
Disney all day, baby.
Here we go, and I'm excited for this one. Maybe the most excited I've been for any of the matches on the card here tonight. Every time Mia Yim is here, AIW, Girls Night Out, what have you, she kicks ass. Every time Candice LeRae is here, AIW, Girls Night Out, she kicks ass. The two of them are going to kick each other's ass, and this match is going to be awesome.
Pardon the interruption, Aaron Barr. I had to get back in the booth for this one. I like seeing this match. How interesting here.
Mia Yim's got a bit of a height advantage on Candice.
Yeah, she's what, the War Queen?
The War Queen, that's new.
What's that mean?
Both of these competitors from Disney attractions. Did you hear that as well?
Yeah, well, that's why she's the War Queen, because she's from Disney World, where a lot of wars are waged.
I understand she's got a date to go to Universal Horror Nights coming up soon.
Ooh.
Mia Yim. Can't recommend that enough. Inside Cradle.
Who do you like here in this one, LFC?
Well, I don't like Jake Clemens.
Yeah, like him the least.
It's gonna be a tough
out of
one.
anybody in life.
Oh, really? Even
Yeah, I like her.
Potato.
Yeah, I like Jake Clemens the least of anybody.
Oh, okay. I don't,
Ever.
This is going to be a tough one. I think, we've seen Candice here more often, against the fellas lately. And, both these competitors did compete on the recent Battle of the Sexes event. Both coming up with the short end of the stick in their respective contests. Obviously want to get back into some winning ways here in AIW Girls Night Out.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I asked you.
I know. I'm laying out my thought process. I'm letting you inside my head. Nice arm drag sequence there by Candice. I got to go with Mia Yim on this one.
I like Candice's cupcakes.
That's not a euphemism for something. You really mean...
No. I mean, she's really got good cupcakes. I think I'd say anything else. I mean, come on, who's dating, right?
You're going to get in trouble.
Had a lot of heat with The Office.
I thought you were The Office.
Well, I am part of The Office, but I'm not all The Office. Well, that's it. I pick Mia Yim.
You can't change your pick in the middle of the match.
Yeah, it's wrestling. You can change a match in the middle of wrestling, so I can change my pick.
Was going there for that rope walk, and Mia Yim just kicked her off. And then just kicked her in the face.
Oh, I told you I picked Mia Yim.
Look at that. Mia Yim kicked her so hard she hurt her own foot.
Well, that's bad. I'm sure many of our viewers out there would offer to rub it for her. Look at Yim. She doesn't care. Oh, she got kicked in the face.
I tell you, Candice LeRae, one of the toughest competitors in all of wrestling. I have seen her take some of the most hellacious beatings of everyone.
Hey, I've seen Mia Yim give a lot of the most hellacious beatings.
Well, again, I think that's why they're so evenly matched. Mia Yim's good at laying out an ass whipping.
And Candice is good at taking one.
Now, listen, I've seen her kick a lot of ass in my day, but I'm just saying.
Oh, she just got her freaking head smashed into the guardrail. It's over. I picked VAM.
If I'm me, I'm staying in there. And yeah, see, that's right. That's the smart thing to do. Just tell the referee, count her out. She ain't getting up from that. She just got swung head first in that barricade on the outside, did Candice LeRae.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's by count out, pinfall, submission, whatever. You just want to win, and you want to get that winner's share of the purse. Is that still a thing? That's how people negotiate their contracts. If they win, they make more money?
That's right. They say the winner's purse.
Right.
I forget who the comedian was. It might have been Mitch Hedberg. He said boxing, they're fighting over a purse and a belt.
Yeah. You didn't even have to give him credit. You could have made that your own.
Nah, listen, I always give credit to the people I steal jokes from.
Look at that gut wrench by Mia. Yeah, you haven't bringing a war here.
She is the war queen. Of course she is.
Who's her king? Uh-oh!
Some guy.
Lemon's right in there. Uh-oh!
I was going to say, Mia Yim needs to be careful she doesn't end up with her shoulders on the canvas, and Candice slipped out of it into a pinning predicament, and just like that, Mia Yim back on the offense. Kicks the midsection. Big suplex out of the corner.
Crowd approves of a suplex. What?
Mia Yim starting to get a little frustrated, perhaps. Trying to string something together here, slowing down the page.
Please. It's hot. Give up, Candice.
Okay. Look at Candice. What if Candice were to tap right here?
From a chin lock, she's fighting her way out.
I know, but what if she did tap?
Then the match would be over.
Oh. Fall away slam?
You see Mia Yim there favoring her back a little bit. She could have over-rotated a bit on that fall-away slam.
Probably still hurting from all those nights of carrying people through TNA.
Just one person. There's only one other person on the two people.
I don't know. I've never watched the show, but I hear she carries everyone. If I were to watch the show,
right,
it'd be because of Mia Yim.
Not because of EC3? You don't like him?
Well, he's not out here.
Oh, okay.
If he was out here.
Touche.
Yeah. That's how I roll. Oh, look at that kick. I mean, yeah. Stomp her right in the back. Could be all. Only two from our referee, Jake Lemons.
Mia Yim's frustration starting to show here.
Uh-oh.
Very easily into the
Brooklyn Crab. I mean, Boston Crab.
You called the Crooked Crab Crunch?
No. I called that earlier for some other match. But this right here looked like it was a crab from Brooklyn to me.
A Brooklyn Crab?
Yes. Now it's only a single leg crab, so yes, it is from Brooklyn.
Mia Yim has this locked on perfectly. She's got one knee on the canvas. Nope. Candice fighting her way off, gets to the ropes. Mia Yim has to break the hold and immediately does.
See, I think that's a good thing about Candice being as small framed as she is. She can swing herself around to the ropes at any point in the match.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Power
of Mia Yim.
Yeah, it's like Sesame Street out here. They count it to 10. 10 on the suplex. 1, 2 count only. Oh no.
You're trying, man. Candice is trying here too. This match has been, since obviously she got smashed head first into the barricade on the outside, this match has been all Mia Yim.
Uh-oh. They're up top. Very well. Oh! Candice is up top. Oh, beautiful.
Almost sent Mia Yim out of the ring with that one. Oh, that she was going to
Whoa!
instead locks it in with the arm. Now she doesn't have her feet connected, so it's not as much pressure as she was hoping to get with this. Oh, and Mia Yim got to be careful. There are a couple taps like that could be counted as her giving up.
Yeah. A couple youngsters here think it's the coolest move they've ever seen. I'd have to agree with them.
Aren't those same youngsters who were hoping that Allison Kay and Marty Bell came over and fought by them?
They were nervous.
They're going to be here for the. Oh! They're going to be here for the night show. I might have to put the hit out on them.
Look at Candice going. Whoa!
Looked like she went right into a DDT on the floor.
That's exactly what she did. Getting props from Cartoon Dave at ringside. And now I will, as he's tweeting it out that I mentioned his name.
He didn't pick me up anything from Mel, so I'm not going to talk about it. Only two. Mia Yim digging down deep, able to kick out. Candice, you can see the wheels turning inside of her head, trying to figure out, what do I do next? What do I got to do to put Mia Yim away? One more time, walking the ropes, this time successful. Rolls into the DDT for the swing, pulls her away from the ropes.
Could be all.
And now the frustration's starting to set in on Candice. She knows what she needs to do here to put Mia Yim together. Can she connect with it is the question.
And she's been on the defense most side of the match.
Certainly.
Uh-oh. Going for that balls flex.
Back fist connect. I don't know if she got all of her with it, but enough to take her down. And now both competitors on the canvas. Jake Lemon's putting the count on both of them.
Candice LeRae, you gotta know that AIW has just signed a long-awaited match between her and Cedric Alexander in 2 weeks' time at our next big event.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Big Trouble in Little Cleveland.
Featuring the AIW debut of the 70-plus-year-old legend Terry Funk.
Drunk Terry Flunk. He's 162
He got
years
those
old.
tights in World War I.
Uh-oh. Bottle of water in the ring. Nobody knows.
What does Candice have there? That's not a spiked drink like we saw before with Solo Darling, is it?
Well, depends on who gave it to her. If it was lemons, I believe it was. Oh!
And this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about the beatings that sometimes Candice takes. Look at the beating she's dishing out here to Mia Yim.
Oh, Mia Yim made a mistake by giving her that bottle of water. Uh-oh. And Candice made a mistake there. Oh, wait, and Mia made a mistake. Oh. Each one reversing and rolling through the other's moves.
Deadlifts her up into a German.
Oh, that was it. Well, you know what? You and I both wanted to be out here for this match, and it's not disappointing. I mean, back and forth, I kind of expected Candice to be on top a little bit more, but...
Are you changing who you think is going to win again now to Candice?
No, I'm sticking with Candice. I've always been with Candice. Right?
No.
Wait, I'll tell you who I'm with. Ooh, that kick to the face. Mia Yim is my pick. Wait a minute, balls! Plex! Balls! Plex! Balls! Plex!
Backs her up. Oh, kick it down!
That's why I think Mia Yim will win.
Candice with a look of shock, but she's not hesitating. Hits the ropes.
Oh, you're done now. You're done messed up.
Into a power bomb, sits out with it, cover.
There you go.
Only two, Mia Yim. Not able to put her legs across the shoulders of Candice on that sit-out powerbomb. That was the difference between 2 and 3. Maybe going for it one more time. Maybe butterfly suplex, perhaps.
Wait. What is this? Well, Candice is fighting it. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to negotiate for something here. Spiked her right on top of her head.
Whoa! She got it!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout, Candice